Well, good day, viewers, good day. And today is Sunday. So, today is a Sunday afternoon fireside chat done in the morning without a fire. But I can feel that fires are going to start pretty soon. So, we're going to get started at that today. I even wrote down a list, so I got a whole bunch of stuff to go through. Whether I will get it all done or not, I don't know. Anyway, oops, I didn't want to go over there. That fellow might have a fit if he sees that. Got there. Oh, yeah, I did it again. All right, I'll get you turned around. We'll have a look at the weather here. So, nice looking day here today. Sunny, calm wind, but chilly this morning. At 6 o'clock this morning, it was 9 degrees Celsius. So, that's getting down there. But anyway, it's not so bad now. Now, I gotta do something here. I got a new camera holding thing. Basically, it's the same thing as the old one. There's the old one in there in my magnet holding thing. So that's where I put the camera holding thing in and put it on a piece of metal. Anyway, the poor old octopus legs on this one, you set it up like that one, the legs just kind of fall out from under it and down she goes. So I got a new one. So I'm going to have to shut this off for a minute and I'll put you in the new one. There. So what I might do with this one is kind of secure them legs there a little bit, and I'll just wrap some tape around it or something. And I'll use that one. I'm going to put it on a piece of metal or something like that. Anyhow, let's get at the weather here. And the weather today is, so far today, it's up to 15 Celsius now. And that is 59 degrees Fahrenheit. And we have southwest wind at 6 miles an hour, so you don't really feel anything outside with wind. And we got some paper there that's causing a bit of yellowish on the screen. Yeah, so, oops, I don't want, I'll go back to the Celsius one, I guess. So yeah, today it's sunny and 21. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, sunny, 25, 26, 25. And then they were saying sun all week, but now they're saying Thursday and Friday's chance of showers. So. And cooler, 15 and 14. Anyway, that is that. Nothing you can do about it. Just have to put up with it. So, I got a great big list here, stuff on here, so I don't know if I'll get it all done or not. What am I going to do here? First. Oh yes, over at my son's place there. I did get a chainsaw running. The one saw that had a bad gas line. I got a gas line into it. Well, what a thing to put a gas line into. Jumpins. Trying to get it started into the tank. And of course I don't have the right tools, and I don't do it every day, so it just was nasty. But anyway, I got it in and pulled the line through and got it all hooked up, and amazingly the saw ran. So anyway, I did get to cut up the last piece of log that was there. That was too long. I got it cut up into 16-inch rounds, and then we got the case 224 going and got the splitter going and split that two pieces, and that is it. All the wood that was over there, that was in round form, is now split. And some of that wood's been there for 5 or 6 years. And of course, some of it's not much good anymore, but some of it just looks like brand new. Anyway, at least now it's split, so somebody can burn it if they want or don't want or whatever. So, and I put the splitter away. We lubed up a few things and greased up a few things and retracted the cylinder and cleaned up all the dust and dirt off of it, and it's put away for the winter or for the season. Hopefully I can use it next year. So what else have we got here? Oh, the chainsaw worked. Yeah, that's amazing. Mm-hmm. Oh, things to do next week. Well, as you know, I think, if you're watching the channel, I've got 2 big piles of wood there, so the 2 big piles of wood got to go somewhere, and some of it's got to go into my son's firewood storage spot. So that's going to take about 2 weeks to get that all put away somewhere, either into his woodshed or into where we have the Fiona wood, split wood in that bin there. So we're going to take some out of that and put into his wood storage. And then there's some wood that's going to go, that we split, going to go into that bin. And we do have a little repair on that bin to make it straight up again on the back side. Then some of the softwood over where I was splitting softwood that had been there for years, there's room there, so some of the softwood is going to go in that location, hopefully. So that's what's on the go for next week and the week after, probably. There's going to be wood moving. I got to take some wood home yet for my own outside storage wood, that just in case I run out of wood. So I've got to do that yet. So I was going to do that yesterday, but just didn't get to do that. So anyway, those are the things that are on the go. Winter projects. Well, I got a little bit of stuff to do. I've got 5 mowing decks to do various things to. One doesn't need anything, which is right on this tractor right here. This is working great ever since all the fix-up last winter. The Case 224 deck needs a bearing, so I'm not sure about that. So I'll have to kind of research on how to fix that and where I'd ever get parts. And then the deck that is on Kablooey, it needs to be, it's working good, just needs to be cleaned up, greased and whatever. The green thing tractor, the deck is getting soft in one spot, so it needs a weld up on a new piece put in. And what else was there? Oh, the Massey Ferguson 16 deck. It's working fine. It just needs to be cleaned up, and hopefully what I'm going to do when we see this deck and the Case deck that I did put the Power 15 onto last spring, we'll see how that fares out, and I may do all 5 decks with it. So that's that. What else have we got here? Oh, there's an engine too there. It's on that. None of you have come to get that 3-wheel thing, or the tiller, or the Honda motor, all free. You just didn't come and get it yet. Anyway, if it's the 3-wheel thing, I think I might take the engine off on it if you don't come and get it, and I might work on that in the winter too. I think it's got a stuck valve. Okay, what else we got? Project. Oh, the home light chainsaw. Well, it works some great, but it's jumping some hard to get going. It chewed up on those two elm rounds that I had to cut. Had no trouble doing that, but it was hard to get going, and I could understand that because it hadn't been used in a couple of months, and I don't think there was any fuel in it, so it was hard to get going at the first. Then I shut it off, and when I went to cut that one last piece that I wanted to cut up into a 16-inch round, that longer piece, I couldn't get it going. Just no way. It might sput and spitter and go on, but no sir, would not run. So I don't know. And my little fix there on that bolt worked great. Piece of wood and some goop, tightened right up. Hasn't moved since. So there you go. It'd be nice if there was a primer on that somehow. I don't know how. Now, Kenny at Open Air Adventures, or I should say Open Air Adventure, not Adventures, but Kenny had mentioned about holding the throttle open, wide open. Well, I just wouldn't be able to hold the saw and pull on that cord with my left hand to do that. That's the problem there. So I don't know about that. Anyway, it won't get used again now for quite a while because we're basically done with the wood. Other than I do have a few trees here that have a few branches that I got to get down before the leaves go because I won't know which ones to take down. Anyway, there's probably half a dozen branches there. They're all about maybe 4 inches in around where I want to cut them off. So it may get used for that. I might try it again. But yes, this bench has to get cleaned off because that's where I do the work on the decks and the snow throwers and all that kind of stuff. So this has got to be cleaned up and gone somewhere. Okay, I should be taking a pen and marking off what I did here. That's what I should be doing. Okay, did that. And I did that. That's done there, done. And that one's done. And that one's done. Okay. There's that one is done. What else we got here? Oh, yes, that one is done too. All right, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty here. Hibernation starts on November 1st, 2024. So I got a month and a half to get everything done outside before I move inside on November 1st. And hibernation is spelt HIBRRRNATIONS. Hibernation. Anyway, the next thing I got to do next week, I should have done it Saturday or Friday when I was home, but I didn't. I got to get me flue down and have a look in there and see what's what. I'd like to get a new damper put in there. Okay, hibernation and flue cleaning. I better mark them off. I don't like the cold, and that's just all there is to that. I worked outside for most of my life, and I can't handle the cold anymore. Same, we got that done too. And we got that done. Boy, we're going right along here. Okay. Grass. We cut all the grass at my son's place yesterday. And that was the other thing I was going to do here on Friday when I had the stay-at-home day, is cut the grass. But I did not get it done. So Mr. Massey Ferguson 7 is going to get out either today or tomorrow and cut the grass. Yeah. Grass cutting. Mm-hmm. Grandsons, yeah. I had a grandson here last night, and he's still here this morning. And then we're going to my daughter's place to see my other two grandsons this afternoon. So that's why the chat is being done this morning. So that's how that goes. Oh boy, we're getting right down here now. So used kablooey to cut the grass yesterday at my son's place. Worked great again. That modification I did on the deck is the answer. I went from a 6-inch pulley on the drive part of the deck, and I went up to a 7-inch. And that 10 horsepower engine, there's no trouble running that 50-inch deck now. Longer grass, wet grass, everything seems to be working great. Someday I'm going to do just a video on kablooey for the new subscribers, and thanks very much to all the new subscribers. We got a few again this week, and certainly appreciate you coming along and enjoying the videos. So I'll do something on that kablooey, why it's named kablooey and what it is, and the story on it. And I've done parts of that in the past, I guess, but the new subscribers may not know anything about it. So, all right, let me scratch that off. All right, now the case 446. I have thought, and my son and I have both thought, and if ever it ever gets done. But I would like to make a loader for that tractor. And I know it's not a heavy enough tractor for that, but it wouldn't be picking up things that heavy. It might be picking up a wood or bit of topsoil or something like that. So the weight that would be in it might only be 100 or 200 pounds. Anyway, that's what the plan might be for this winter. And I also want to make a sleeve hitch for it, for the back. So I could attach attachments to it. Now I don't do any gardening too much anymore, so I doubt if I'd ever would attach anything to it, but I do have a plow and the tandem discs and cultivators that I could put on the tractor. So I kind of missed out on my fun with that because I kind of stopped doing the gardening about a year or two after I got this tractor. So I think this tractor, we've had it now 4 years, and the other case, the 224 that runs the wood splitter, I've had it for 3 years already. So it doesn't take long for time to go by. Anyway, this may be going to my son's place for the winter. That's what I'm kind of getting at. The snow blower will come off, and that's maybe where it's going to go. I don't know yet for sure. I was going through the Kubota dealer one day, and I saw a package there of a loader that goes on a compact tractor, something like what Luke or Ross has. It was just the loader part for a tractor like that. And because it's basically almost the same color, I thought, geez, that'd be kind of neat to have on the case. But anyway, they're fairly heavy, those loaders, so I would like to make a loader that's a bit lighter, of course, and paint it up the same colors and all that kind of stuff. Like this old loader here I made. It's been on there for, it would have to be 12 years or more. And it's only operated by a winch there on the front. It's kind of hard to see in there, but some handy. It'd be lovely if it was hydraulically driven, but it's some handy. It's just a trip bucket. You can see the handle at the back there. Oh, don't look at that tarp back there. I didn't mean to get that in the picture. It is a trip bucket anyway, so the mechanism lets the bucket go. And anyway, I made all that. Other than the bucket, I didn't make the bucket. I had a shop make the bucket, but all the other stuff that's on there is all made by me. And it's worked great. I've had very little trouble with this. I think I broke a weld over on that side once. I did have to change this rod. This was a 1/2-inch rod at one time. Now we've changed it to a 9/16 because it was bending. And the rod, this rod hasn't bent, but then what it was doing was bending this. So then you can see my fix there, so that don't bend that anymore. So that's like anything. You start having troubles, you just keep chasing. You fix one thing, it moves on to the next thing. You fix that, and it moves on to somewhere else. But anyway, that's the way it goes. Anyway, this has been a great thing. I do my firewood with it. I have done many things with it. Rock dust, topsoil, sawdust over at my son's place, and the bark and all that kind of stuff. It's been a very handy tool. Now, this case, the reason why I'm kind of interested in putting the loader on it, this case has the same pump as the case 224 running the wood splitter. So it's got 8 gallon a minute pump in it. And a lot of subcompacts don't even have a pump that big. So it would have no trouble running the loader, lifting and lowering and all that. And, that pump on the case 224 runs the splitter with no problem at all. And not full wide open. When I run that, it's only around 2400 RPM or maybe 25. And you can run it up to 3600, but I had no trouble with hydraulic pressure. There's 2,000 pounds pressure and 8 gallons a minute. So anybody who doesn't know anything about case tractors, that's what drives the tractor. The pump is on the back of the engine, and then there is a hydraulic motor that's down on the transaxle. I can get a picture of it here, if I can. Well, I guess I can't. Yeah, you might be able to see. Yeah, down underneath, just past that spring there, you'll see 2 lines. Those are the 2 lines that go to the hydraulic motor. So the hydraulic motor then runs the transmission. It's a 2-speed transmission. It has a low range and a high range. So that's how all these tractors are operated. Different than a hydrostatic tractor. Anyway, so that's what's going on with the case. That's what might happen to it. It may go to my son's, and we may do something with it. My son all of a sudden seems to have an interest in making or building something. So while the time is still here, I should do that. Because I'm not getting any younger. Now, on the 6th, I think we got her all done, except for the stickers. And again, I haven't been watching too many channels. I've been trying to watch them, but I just can't. Just busy, and I can't seem to get time to watch too many of them. I'll get back to it as winter comes along, I guess. So. Grampy's workshop, he was insulating his garage, and Luke, orange is my new green. I haven't heard anything from Luke or seen any videos or nothing. Does anybody know anything, or is anybody else getting messages from him, or anyway, I don't know what's going on there. Murphy Mowers, I think he had his loader out here the other day, now that I think of it. And we have Len's keeping busy. He's always busy. Len's building his new fence, wood fence there this year, which will be different than these two. And then we have Garden Tractor Boy, Joseph and Ian. They were putting new tires on their Boland's tractor. I think it was an HD20. It's kind of too bad, you know. The tires are 50 years old, but still look like brand new thread on it. But anyway, they just rotted away, and of course the tube pushed out the side of the tire. So anyway, I wouldn't think that new tires are going to last 50 years. But and then we have Dale. Dale's in the backyard with Dale. Dale was doing some wood splitting the other day. And Boda Bob. I haven't heard or seen anything from Boda Bob lately either. GBL, Mr. Gary and Mrs. Betty. Kenny at Open Air Adventures. Stickers still staying on, Kenny, whatever the difference was. And we have Dave, RCAF Polar Express. Get the good tips on refueling the tractor today. Maintenance with Mike, his new name is Dick Van Dyke. He was doing his chimney sweeping there. Did a great job on that video on how to sweep your chimney and get the stuff out of it. And dandy job. Good job, Mike. And Brock, Lotus Mowers and Boats. He had a video on this morning that had I guess it was a live, and you could chat back and forth, and he was fixing up his ATV machine there. He had engine trouble, so. Then we have Retired for Life, Brian, and we have Rick's Outdoors, Donita, and Rick. And there's the Rosy Cup. That's a great cup. I keep that full of water and in my refrigerator all the time, and it's a dandy. This poor fellow here, well, he's still sort of at the wood. He's got everything split, but he's got to put it all away now somewhere. And we have Rick at Twin Brook Acres. I haven't seen or heard anything from Rick lately either. Everyday Projects Craig, he had, what did he have, pal? He had a video on something there. Oh, sewer snake thing, I think. Not sure. Gravely and small engine repair. He had a video out, I think. Oh dear, I'm kind of forgetting here, Artie. But I think he had a video out on the 56 Gravely Model L. It was about the axle seal repair, oil leak repair, I think. And Jeremiah had a video there this morning. Did a great job on the wood splitting, some sugar maple, I think it was, and black walnut. And he's got a nice wire wood bin, all made out of wire and stakes. So that seems to be working good. Tucker and I out and about, and Larry Cluck, he's still cleaning up trees, and Ross on the land, Alan, Club Dora, and Brian and Holly called Raven. The video there this morning of him going from where did he come from? Somewhere, and then headed to Newfoundland, Port aux Basques, Newfoundland. Long trip out in the water. Wouldn't be me doing it, that's for sure. And Big Son's lawn care, I'd say he's still cutting grass, but I'd say that's kind of coming to an end soon, maybe for him. Alan family Firewood. I haven't seen her for so long now, I forget her name. Karen is back from Hawaii, so things will start getting back to normal. I'm going to have to shut this off just for a second because I'm going to run out of time here and I'll restart. There, I was at the 29.5 minutes time, and at 30 minutes it shuts off, so just lucky you seen it. Yeah, anyway, Karen is back from Hawaii, and things will get back to normal there, I guess so. And the log father is still cutting wood. Daryl, well, different stuff. Seen a video on Daryl. He was doing some getting the onions out and the potatoes out that he didn't plant. That's kind of funny about the potatoes, how if you leave them in the ground, they'll grow up the next year, and even the second year, if they don't grow the first year. Or is that true or not now? No, that's not true. They'll grow up the next year, and then if you don't dig them, they'll regrow the next year also. So, father and son outdoors. There was a video on that too now, and I just can't remember. Something about their camp, I think. And John, the Bradleys on Catbird Hill. John was in Maine this week doing some kayaking. So what else have we got here? All right, now I want to have a little chat with about Gary's sticker here. Oh, I just couldn't resist to add a little something to it here last week, and I asked Gary to make sure it was all right that I could do this. So, and he said that's great, a thumbs up. So all I did was put that little bit of smoke coming out I just used a pencil on the whiteboard and kind of made like a little bit of smoke coming out. Oh dear, I think it looks pretty good. Anyway, if you've seen these stickers on different people's sticker boards, but you really can't to have one in person and have it on your board. It's an amazing looking sticker. It stands out a lot more than what you think, and when you look at other people's boards and you see Gary's stickers, when you see one in person, boy oh boy, they sure stand out. That's for sure. Anyway, I got the big thumbs up there for putting the smoke coming out of the stack there. Thanks very much, Gary. It's a great sticker. All right, now I guess that is about it. So we're running up over the 30 minutes, of course, and that's the usual thing that happens. So I'll just kind of give you a little overview here. Don't zoom in on anything too much here. Now that's just those things are bad for you. There now. All right. So that is our chat, Sunday chat for this week, and today is what? Sunday the what? 15th. 15th, yeah. September 14th was my mother's birthday. If she was alive, she would be 100 years old. That's quite a thing, isn't it? Be born in 1924, have no power, I doubt very much if they had any vehicles. All the farm work would be done by horses. And where they lived, there was absolutely nothing around them. There was no bridge there either to go across to Charlottetown. It was a barren spot back in 1924. Oh dear. And now, holy cats, you just look at the ground and they stick a house there. Anyway. All right, so I'm going to move along here, and I hope that you all have a great day. And we'll get back to you again this week, maybe. I am going to try and slow down on the videos a little bit. Because I'm usually doing something and I can usually do a video about it. And that's just how the videos come about. If I'm doing something, I video it. So there's not too much planning or editing or anything like that on my channel. All right. Have a good day. Goodbye.